Hello, this is Expressman, and I want to show you, I think this is the first time I've ever done a replay on this channel, but I want to show you something that really interesting that happened to me the other day. Make sure this is the right battle. Yeah, so, the other day in a Christmas chest, actually I think it was today, I got this Italian Tier VII destroyer, the FR-25, and I don't know much about it, so a reliable source told me that it's a great sort of ambush boat for suicide torping. Now, a lot of times when you say that, it's because the destroyer is just straight up lame. However, this one isn't lame. It's got okay guns, and it's got okay torps. They have a 6-kilometer range, which, you know, I could do for longer, but we can make 6 work, and they have very fast torps. So, okay. So here we go. I'm, of course, doing my destroyerly duty and trying to either capture or put pressure on D. However, the carrier, of all things, decides to hard scout D. I am turning not so much to avoid detection because I suspect he's going to find me, but I do want to stay close to the AA guns of the battleship and cruiser that are right behind me. And notice I have my anti-aircraft turned off. It keeps my detection much smaller by air, but it does detect me, so I do turn them on. It's okay-ish AA. It's not really great. And as soon as I feel safe, I disable them. Probably could have left them disabled, but I go ahead and enable them again to try to put pressure on this aircraft. But it does wonder for your detection to just generally leave your AA off. Now we see the mast was pressuring the cap. However, our ships have put pressure on him, scared him away. I tried to add to the scare him away. And since he's out of the cap and there are cruisers around, I decide to go dark. Now, if you notice, on the 10 line, there is a battleship, and this battleship seems to have it in his mind that a sneaky thing to do is to take the corner of the map so he can put crossfire on us. Ooh. And that's especially great
Torpedoes to starboard.
if we were hiding behind the islands, which we're not. So, it's always a bad idea to YOLO a battleship into submarines or destroyers. And since he knows I'm out here, I've been spotted, what he's doing to me constitutes YOLOing toward a destroyer. Now I notice the fact that, wait a minute, I'm an ambush destroyer, and he's just making a run for it. I've got all this island cover to close up on him unseen, because I can't really you know, I can't torp him without being spotted very easily unless he's cruising right at me. So I decide, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make this like a guaranteed thing. I'm going to try to close up on him, do the very thing I was told that this ship is good at doing. I mean, hey, I've got an isolated battleship. Let's see what happens. So this Tier 8 North Carolina doesn't know what's coming. Unless he had a brain, then he should have some idea what's coming, but he clearly does not. So here's the thing. I don't want to shoot into his bow because that's a small target. He can turn, only some of my torpedoes would hit, and I need this to be
Engine
complete.
boost activated.
You know, one of us is going down. It's him or me. So as I come around this corner, I know he's going to get a shot off on me. I'm just hoping not a very good one. There he is. He sees me. I thought about shooting the torps right then and there, but I decide to grit my teeth, take that shot, but now I know he's in reload. So this is great. The North Carolina doesn't have a particularly fast reload, so here we go. Now, interestingly, I land all 6 of my torps. He's still alive, but only just. I pop my smoke, which is probably a worthless idea, but made me feel better. Put a couple shots of SAP into him, and I finish him off.
Off to a great start.
I got the first kill, or first blood, and 66,000. I took him for every bit of hit points that he had, and this Zeiton here is probably happy about that because he's actually fairly beat up, as you can see. And actually being broadside as he was, the enemy battleship would have just eaten him for breakfast. So already a guaranteed good game for me. Great advantage to my team to not have to already take a battleship off the playing board, and I can go back to putting pressure on D. Now I will say this ship was hard to play from here on out because, again, it's got really decent range, but the guns are just kind of sort of okay.
Our team has taken the lead.
And you know, and stealth torping is almost impossible unless they're really coming at you. And then, of course, I had to deal with the fact that the carrier was focusing
Engine boost deactivated.
my part of the map all the way. So it was pretty frustrating, actually, but it was a win at the end of the day. And I did land a few more torps, so it was a good game. It was a nail biter, but I'm not going to put us all through that. I just wanted to show that you really can, in the right situation, I mean, at a battleship by himself, and I had island cover to close up on him, I was able to jump him and just delete him. And what I would give to be able to see the player when that was happening, because that would be just amazing. But anywho, it's a fun ship. I'll probably play it again. I'm unlikely to be that lucky very many times, but it was pretty fantastic that I just got the ship. This was my very first game in it, and this happened. So just wanted to have y'all see that and enjoy it as much as I did. This is Expressman. Keep boating.